Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field. The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Thunderbirds offense has the ball first today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Jackson will throw. Rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Under pressure. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Thunderbirds racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first. And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Makes the grab on the left. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Good job just to get rid of that one.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On the stop.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. They're all over it. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
Punt is on its way. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Big day in his last game, over 150 yards on the ground and a score. Running inside, it's Crosby. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to the well. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Sells the run, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making the adjustment on the play. Going to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute in those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
A 5-yard pickup there leaves them with 3rd down and 5. And it's the Thunderbirds want to crank the tempo. On play action. Buys time to his left. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Takes the handoff. It's Crosby fighting off the defender. Got enough for the 1st down. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with the 1st down. And the Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw, it's Burke. Fires to the right. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Gets the back moving. On third down, he drops to throw. Swings it out to his running back. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Mississippi State looking for the fourth down conversion. Looking for the marker. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on fourth down. Off play action on first down. He's got an open man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. He'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring deep.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Thunderbirds will punt it away on fourth down. All the way back to the 15. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Rush right in his face. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The run inside. It's Crosby. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Just barely got rid of it.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. And it's the Thunderbirds moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Off play action. Look out! Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that timing.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Thunderbirds come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
Wants to keep it in the air. Rush is on. Gonna try to get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. And hold up just a second as we check on the injured player. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll run it. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Thunderbirds! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Looking downfield, it's Burke. Fires left. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires one high and deep. Right side, it's Crosby. They just gashed the defense on that one, and it got it down to the 23. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Pulls it. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Thunderbird sideline, one thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the course of this week. I can tell you he's already taken some contact, and it is definitely a storyline that I am following throughout the course of this game. I'll keep you posted with everything I hear down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Howie will see how they adjust. Sends it back in motion. Jackson will throw. Under pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. And it's the Thunderbirds who are in the hurry-up. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun, running back on the move. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. He'll pull it down inside the 35. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. The Thunderbirds have their offense in high gear.
And this is why offenses tell you all the time, they want to keep it 3rd and short, or 3rd and medium like you had right here. They make you defend the whole field, and then the QB sees it. Nothing there, tucks it, does a nice job getting positive yards and getting the 1st down.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the 1st half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And, guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Quarterback keep. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that 1st down.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Burke. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll run the screen. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Give to the fullback. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football and try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And that one's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Burke. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Landry. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Got his man. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a
touchdown, Mississippi State. Makes the grab in the corner. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Had to throw it before he wanted. Unloads in the nick of time.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this up.
Makes a grab and room to run. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Rush right in his face. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Jackson gonna throw it. Look out! And he gets rid of it.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Georgia taking on the Oklahoma Sooners.
And it's the Thunderbirds will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run him again. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Quickly complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
There he goes. Ripping through the defense. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the counter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Selling the fake. Throws to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Right side, it's Landry. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making it.
He caught it. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Thunderbirds headed quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got his man on the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Jackson will throw. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Just got rid of that one.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Short pass. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Working that wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. Out of bounds, and how about the job by this defense, not on their watch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. Leaves it in his belly. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. Sees an alley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test the right side with this one. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And it's the Thunderbirds will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He wants it all. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Keeps it moving, it's Crosby.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
Holds it out on the left. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Headed to the 4th, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Out wide right, it's Crosby. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. He'll set up to throw. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They just keep firing. And And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you can tell this offense, they just don't feel comfortable running the football. First and goal situation, a lot of times it's a run. They throw an incomplete pass. Second and goal, it's a sack. This offense, they've got to find a way to...
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Thunderbirds come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires on the move. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Back's got it on the screen. Touchdown, Thunderbirds! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. On the ground, it's Crosby. Breaks the tackle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
He's going to run it. It's a fumble on the play. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. At the 35, he's open. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll toss it to the left. all over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what?
Looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Fullback's got it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Some misdirection with the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. They give it to him again. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. 3rd and long right here. The snap sets up to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Got his man on the outside. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And it's the Thunderbirds with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
I think at this time you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
That number 1 area to be successful on 3rd and long, got to have good protection up front. Check. Great job by the offensive line, keeping their QB clean. He had time to go through his progression to find the correct guy and to convert the 3rd down and long.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Looking to throw. Fires downfield. Right side, it's Dorsett. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Just keep slinging it. He's got it. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws toward the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight end.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They get to him as he throws. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Opening play of the drive from the 39. First play of this drive. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Rushes on. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football for